Today, we'll replace 2 old weight and pulley windows with new vinyl replacements. It's an easy project that makes a big difference in the energy efficiency and maintenance of your home. Hi, I'm Ed Feldman.
And I'm Johnny Paleo.
And today we're going to be talking about fenstration. I used to fenestrate every day, but
my uncle was a fenestrator.
Really?
From way back.
Well, you know
what? That means he's put in a lot of windows.
Fenetre in the French, Fenster in the German. We're talking about windows today. Why are windows important?
Because they provide light and they give you a view of the outdoors. Otherwise, you'd be looking at a brick wall.
Yes, my diminutive friend. Or a view of the people you're about to rob if you are outside. They control the flow of air. They let heat in or out, or cold air in or out.
And there's so many varieties and styles of windows today, and they're a beautiful decorative element.
Very complex, and we're going to be putting some windows in Souderton, PA. Where is it? We don't know. I'm going to go in right now.
Hey, you got any money?
Why?
Because I'm a little short this week.
I got to go.
Hey, help me out. Hey, help me out of here.
Will somebody help this man?
Hey, can somebody help me?
Hey, we're replacing double-hung windows.
2 double-hung windows.
Why are they called double-hung?
Because they have 2 sashes, see? One at the top, one at the bottom.
But they're old wooden windows, and there's no wood left in the country. But there's a lot of petrochemical byproducts, so we're replacing them with vinyl windows.
Vinyl. Now, see, the sash works on a pulley system. There's a chain. Originally, they were chains on a pulley system, and there's weights, and here's a counterbalancing system.
And that's what keeps the bottom sash up when you pull it up.
So when you lift the sash up, it stays up, see?
But they replaced some of the chains
with rope. See, there's, look.
Which they've thoughtfully colored white.
Listen.
Now frame. That's the weight. Now over here, the weight's down, it'll stay down, the rope is broken. So this is what happens when you lift this one. Isn't that lovely? So get these out, and let's get the new vinyl windows started. Yes?
Oh, 2 slices of pizza and a cream soda.
This is Mike Castle of Game and Custom Builder.
Hey, Mike, is this a job for an average homeowner?
Well, removing the old window and putting the new window in isn't real difficult. The challenge comes in when you have to wrap the outside wood with aluminum.
And that's to protect it.
To protect it from the weather. It's maintenance-free.
So you need special tools for that?
You need an aluminum brake to do that, and it might be better to have a professional do that.
Okay.
Well, okay. What are you going to do first for us?
We're going to remove the window screens and the window sashes.
Now we say,
let's get started.
Right.
Okay.
Hey, what about my pizza?
There.
Hey, you know what that is, Mike?
From the Beverly Hillbillies?
Yes, the establishing instrumental for the clamp at home, not the theme song.
A lot of people get that wrong.
So Mike is going to be making a kerf or a cut.
A cut.
All around the window to accept aluminum capping, correct?
Yes, that's right. And the capping is going to provide better insulation, and it'll keep water out.
Yes.
Right.
And the reason he's making a slot cut, this kerf, is so that the capping fits flush against the window and doesn't stand out away from it, right?
Yes.
And what are you going to be using to do such a thing?
A circular saw with a masonry blade.
Oh, so it can cut into the brick, too, if need be.
Yes, that's true.
And it's going to be real dusty, too.
Yes, it is.
Well,
So let's get out of here.
We'll be in our luxuriously appointed trailer.
I
wish we had a screwdriver, which will unscrew the screws which are holding in the frame to the old storm window. Now, sometimes these aren't just held in with screws. Sometimes these things are caulked in, so we might have to use brute force.
Sometimes the screws will be Phillips, and you use a Phillips screwdriver, okay? Other times they're stripped, so what you got to use is a screwdriver and a hammer and actually break the head off. Oh, let's take this off.
But it's linen. Should be cool.
Come on.
All right, now we're going to pull this window out. You notice it's got all the window and screen with it. Hey,
there we go.
There you go. And we could have pulled these out individually.
But we're throwing this out.
And look, here's another reason to replace all the windows. Look.
Big
there's
hole.
a hole in the screen. All right, let's take that out. Now, to take out the sash windows from the inside of the house, first we have to take off the molding that holds them in. This is wooden molding that can be removed. First, we have to score it and loosen it.
I'm going to score it right from the top. I'm just using a regular putty knife.
Or you can use a razor blade.
A good grip on it. It's good in there.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize this is a different piece of wood than this big casement here.
Well, you break the paint.
Right, and then...
Take the same putty knife. Wait. And I'm going to bang right in here.
Loosen it more. And now you got a putty knife that you can't get out.
No, I can get it out. I'm going to work my way down here, just like in life. Work myself up from the state of extreme poverty.
Now, to actually pry it out, you're going to need to use, well, what else?
No,
a pry bar.
I can get this all out with the putty knife.
Okay, well, I missed the meeting anyway. About the pry bar.
Look, see?
I know.
You can use a pry bar for those other stubborn moldings. And then just pull from the bottom here, see? You got it's like a lever.
And
look.
now you have a nice piece of molding for your dining and dancing pleasure. We'll take out the top and the other side, and then everything will lift out.
Now we're going to remove the bottom sash. We got to cut this chain. Just use some wire cutters.
What is this?
That's a pry bar.
And we're also going to take off this metal track, and that's what's holding, also holding up the bottom, or inner sash.
Arch Obler did that,
No,
right?
Leo
Inner
Biscaglia, finding your inner sash. This really pries out easily. And we'll just lift this window up. Now there's a little bit of it still trapped behind the window. For that, I will break the nails back there. Now I'll just do the same thing over here, and whoa, the window is coming out. Track, broken sash cords and all. Hi, 35 inches, Sony, $9.95.
Now we need to remove the parting bead. That separates the windows.
Every time you hear the word party in construction, it means partition. Like party wall, you didn't know that. Well, you did, but you didn't.
Did you ever see that movie, The Party, with Peter Sellers?
Oh, yeah, you had to go to the bathroom?
Great.
You know, the look of love is from that movie.
I know. Ta-da! Going to remove the top sash now. And
Because the parting bead is out.
right, we'll pull down this top sash. Right, now what we can do is take these wire cutters.
And cut the rope or the
very-
chain if it was there.
Cut the very sturdy rope.
Did you hear
love it.
That was my career.
Love that sound. You got to cut the other side. Listen again.
Listen. And that's his career.
Thump, thump. Now you take.
Now this has got a metal track in it just like the bottom sash did. So you got to pry that
Oh,
out.
here goes the window.
Oh, you can take the window out first, then pry out
I've been framed. And using the same putty knife, I'll just take out this
the
metal track.
just like we did on the bottom sash.
See?
You sure you can pull that?
You can pull anything at this place. It's a regular joint. There you go.
Oh, what's this? There's a break here. It's an access panel. Everybody has one. You have to look for it. What's down in there? That's a shaft where the counterbalance weight is, the weight that keeps up the sashes. Pull that in. Pry it out. Comes out easily. And what's inside? Oh. It's the rope and the counterbalance. Look, I caught a big one.
I'm going to remove the pulley now with a screwdriver and a hammer. Just bang around it. And I think it'll come out. I think it will. But, you know, you never know with this stuff.
Nothing like it. We've replaced the access panel and put it in with screws.
And now I'm going to make a hole 12 inches apart from each other, making 2 holes, actually, and with a 1 1/8 inch spade bit.
That's one of those wide bits.
Right, that's a wide bit. We need some wide bits for this show. And we'll go right through.
All right, why did we drill those holes? Because we have to fill this chamber up with something that ain't the sash weight that's gone. So we're going to
For insulation, yeah.
We're going to insulate it. This is a polyfoam, and you spray it in there. You shake
Hey,
it
don't
up.
point that at me. It might go off.
I got to press the trigger, so I shove it in there. I
Make
turn
sure you know it
upside
in there,
down.
because when you push that trigger, you can't stop it.
If you use too much foam insulation, it'll start oozing out through the holes. Just wipe it away till it stops oozing.
I got it! Oh, we'll be right back.
Ouch.
Welcome back.
Hey, we're replacing 2 old rotten wooden double-hung windows with some nice vinyl replacement windows.
So, and before we do that, we want to put an aluminum cap over top of the existing wood. So
Yes.
let's go see Mike.
Mike
right
is
here.
over here. Follow us.
Hey, Mike.
Mike.
Yeah.
Hey, where do you think we were before? What are you doing?
Well, I'm filling in this area where the storm window used to be with this piece of wood here.
What kind of wood is it?
It's a 2x4 ripped down to 1/2 inch thick by inch wide.
Okay.
Looks pine to me.
You just, well, that's what a 2x is.
Yeah.
You're just going to pack it out.
Yes, that's true. So that the surface is flush, and then the aluminum will work out better that
And
way.
how did you rip that? Just rip that on the
On a table saw.
Table saw?
Table
Okay.
saw.
So, Mike, once you get that knocked in there, what do we do next?
Now we're going to measure for the size of the aluminum so we can bend it on the brake.
Mike, when you write down your measurements, do you use one of these?
Yes, I do.
It's a
Flat
flat
pencil,
pencil, you know,
great.
they don't roll.
We're going to cap all the exposed wood.
Okay.
We're going to cap the sill, the center piece, the side pieces, and the top.
All right. When you measure for a cap, what do you measure first?
We're going to measure the sill first.
The sill, okay.
I've drawn a cross section of the sill.
Cross section. Yeah, that's what the
Tony
metal's
Bennett's nose, look.
gonna look like. I'll take dictation. You measure.
Okay.
First, you do the sill. Up
That's
and
going to
down.
be an inch.
That's an
1
inch.
inch.
1 inch.
This is 3 7/8.
3 7/8.
Down the face, 2 7/8.
Down the face, 2 7/8.
Now make sure he can read it.
Underneath, 1 inch.
1 inch. Yeah. Well, now let's get a length measurement. Why don't we?
Okay.
There's right there, right to there, 70.
3/4.
And 3/4.
All right. You want to feel like bending some metal
I feel like bending metal.
with your teeth. Hey, this is aluminum. It's AL on the periodic table. It's a
What are we-
conductor.
we
It's
got-
malleable.
I thought we were doing finger painting.
And it comes in rolls. And what are you going to be doing?
Well, I'm going to cut it to length.
Okay, which was 70 3/4.
But
Yes.
you're going to augment that, aren't you?
Yes, I'm going to add 6 inches to that length for the returns on the edge of the window sill.
Aha, okay.
So first you measure and then you scribe, right?
That's right.
Okay, before you bend.
Can't you measure and then Pharisee?
Okay.
So we're good right there.
That's it.
70 and 3.
And we're using the framing square, more commonly known to those who don't know, the L,
The big
the
L.
big giant L.
All right. Scribing it with.
Utility knife. Once, twice. We do this scribe about 27 times.
Now get the L out of there.
Ha, 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 ha.
Eh.
Now, does that just snap?
That's right. Then I remove
Amazing.
the clamp.
I'll take off the pony clamp.
Perfect.
Ready to
Nice.
go.
It's like Kenya out here. Hey, look. We've got the plans and we've got the measurements for the increments of bending the brake on the brake here. You going to transpose them right here with a pencil?
That's right.
1 inch is the first one.
So we're just going to work from the bottom to the top. 1 inch,
All right. Now I'll say this next one to you. 2 7/8.
2 7/8,
3 7/8.
3 7/8,
And a canapana.
and a canapana.
1 inch.
1 inch. Michigan.
That's it. We're done. Let's go.
And then we're going to transfer these measurements, same measurements, over to there.
It's break time.
Did you ever see one of these on the street in front of somebody's house and you said, what the heck is that? Well, roofers use it a lot, but we're using it to bend aluminum. It's a brake. And I'm lined up all the way here.
Me too.
We're going to cut it to width. Lock it down, Chief.
Ready?
Yeah.
I'm locked.
Now what, Mike?
Now we're going to score a line.
Once more. That's with your really sharp utility knife.
That's right. Now
Yellow.
we're going to bend
Yeah, under here
the
there's a little
aluminum
level.
and break it off. Come down one more time.
Come down, you do it. See, I
Oh,
used to
what a
press pants like this.
What a snap. Okay,
All
let's
right, after
go.
it's cut to size, now we got to bend it to make it match the cross-section drawing, right?
Let's bend
right.
it.
Okay, so let's pull it out, because that first bend goes around the top of that sill, right?
Okay.
That's right.
So we got the little tick right here.
Line it up with the first tick.
Okay, let me
Now
push
that
the
lever
lever.
locks it.
Lock.
Okay.
And now pull the
And then
lever up
there's
from
a
the
whole other
bottom,
plate that you pull up,
which will crimp it right in there. So don't get your finger stuck in there.
just like bending a pair of pants.
Now release the lever. Look at that. Perfect
All
90
right,
degree.
now we're going to go back,
Or somewhere
because the
around
marks
there.
have been made on both sides.
Lever. Say when.
I'm set.
Flood the engine room. There we go.
Can I put a double crease in this, Mike? Because these are my dress pants.
It looked like they used a lot of starch in this.
All
the
right,
other
next
one?
mark.
All
Ready?
right, ready?
Got it.
Ready down there, Red?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
You getting tired, Joe?
Miss Arm is going to be like Popeyes.
Okay.
Release it.
Hey,
There we have it.
So how do we put this up now, Mike? Yippee cack.
we're syrup is squill.
Well, we're going to notch the end of the aluminum piece so it fits on this sill here.
Azoi.
How are you going to attach it?
We're going to attach it with white trim nails.
Ah, so it blends into the white aluminum.
That's right. Perfect.
Each piece of this capping is then measured, cut to size, and bent in the exact same way. Then the pieces are fit into place, just like me, adjusted and secured with white aluminum trim nails, then covered with a wash coat of cream white Concord. Oh, I'm glad we didn't have to do this part. All the aluminum's around both windows.
And we told you it wasn't the job for an average homeowner because you need one of them brake machines, but it don't necessarily fit in the whole closet.
Right, and you had to notch and crimp and fold it into, it was origami is what it was with aluminum to get into all the little tight places all around these windows.
But a wonderful display of craftsmanship. And next, we're going to put in the windows. Really?
Us.
No.
Hey, guess what? Something has changed.
Yeah, before we hang the new windows, we have to add something else to the sloped sill here. See how it's sloped?
Right, if we put the casements in as is, there could be an ugly gap, there might be some movement, so we have to put in this.
This is a vinyl sill. See, it's an auxiliary sill. Say that 20 times.
It's one of those words that sounds wrong even when you say it right, auxiliary.
This dresses it up, and it also gives a nice tight seal.
And we need to measurement.
Now
we need
want
to measurement? Well, we need to measure.
See this gap right here? We want to eye up about a 1/16 of an inch.
Here, I put that in there.
No.
And
just
then,
eyeing it up, that'll determine this measurement. See, now we got 3 inches.
oh, perfect. So now we know what this gap is going to be all the way across.
Right, and these are little zip screws. It's a 1/2-inch zip screw, and it fits right into the tip of, or bit of this gun.
Which is magnetized, aren't you lucky?
Fits right in there. See that? Isn't that nice? What a world we live in. So we eye this up. Now give me the measurement up here. Make sure it's 3. Okay, and then I'll put the screw right in here. Perfect. Now we'll move over here and put the tape measure there, and we'll pull this back to 3, same measurement we had over there, and with another zippy screw, right in there.
How about we put one in the middle?
That's what we got to do. That's the last measurement, because we want to get rid of the bow if there's a bow in there.
Is there a bow in there?
Let's see. That's pretty good right there.
All right, go in there. Now, after having a series of small strokes, we'll do it to the other window.
Look, my hand.
Here are the windows.
Oh,
and anyway.
they're double hung and they're vinyl.
Right, and they should be slipping right in right now.
Well, they will. We're going to pick them up, and it's a friction fit. So
Right, so you don't need the sash weights and none of that
hoist. I'm going to try and get it right into the opening. Right up there.
Okay, wait a minute. Now look, here's where that 1/16 of an inch gap comes into the play. See the flange on the front of the casement frame is going to fit right into that gap.
Look good?
It looks good. It looks good. Now just pull the top, push the top.
Perfect.
That sounds like a window to
Go
me.
home.
Wait a minute, wait a minute.
Can you give me the benefit of a reach around here?
Yes, I can. Here.
Fine. Look at that.
Look, it's a level, and we're going to use it to find out if
Are you on the level? Look, it's level.
Oh, it's perfect. It's about time something happened good.
Nice. Now, we don't have to plumb this up because we know it's fitting into the casing already, so we know it's plumb.
So we don't have to do a lot of adjustments, but we do have to do something called packing.
Now, there are a lot of gaps around here, and when we screw in through the sash, we don't want to pull this window into the frame.
Right.
So we want to pack this in with some shims, the ordinary cedar shake. And we'll go all around wherever a shim fits.
We're gonna shim all around. Sometimes people wash all around, but we're gonna, ooh.
See, that's a light gap there.
Right, there it is. Now, we're gonna put these shims all around, and our next step is we're gonna do the screwing. We're gonna screw the window into the sash. Now, if you look inside in the jamb over here, here's some pre-drilled holes. There's one down here. There's about 8 of them on each window. And we're going to use our screws, here they are, to screw that jamb into the house.
And you want to make sure to go nice and slow because you don't want the screw to go right through the vinyl.
All right, let's try one
Throw
now.
it in there, Ralphie boy. Gently. There we go.
All
Now
right,
push
the
that
window's
window.
in. I think I'll close the window.
Push it
now,
up,
'cause it's
Ralph.
cold.
Now I'm going to score this. Here we go.
My favorite part.
And crack, nice and neat.
And we'll just do that to all the rest of these. And then, of course, the arsenic.
And some old lace.
It's a caulking extravaganza. Inside, where the window meets the opening, we're going to be using a paintable caulk, obviously, so we can paint it if we like, but we don't have to be that neat because there's going to be a piece of trim here. On the outside, we're going to be using a silicone caulk, our old friend, in two places, where the window meets the brick and where the aluminum frame meets the window. Here we go. I love the part where I said I don't have to be too neat. Oy. Oh, I got to the bottom on one squeeze. Oh, this happens. It happens. When caulking the window on the outside of the house, neatness does count because the passersby will see it. Apply a smooth single bead of caulk, then follow with something short and blunt, like your pinky finger, to smooth and finish it.
Okay, we're ready to put in the final trim. We took our measurements. And then we cut the measurements to 45 with our chop saw. And these pieces we're going to cover the caulk that we just applied, and it'll also dress the window so it looks nice and neat. And we're going to use a compressor, and and this is a brad nailer, air compressed. The hose is ready to go, and now so are we. So we'll put this trim up here, slap it into there. Look how neat it looks, and then we'll make right here with the brad. Look at that, and see that little indentation? That's a brad pit.
We'll be right back. Well, that ends our fenestration extravaganza.
That's window replacement.
Right. They're double hung, they're double insulated, they're vinyl,
And they're transparent.
just like us. And the vinyl means,
That's important because very little maintenance.
yeah, you can just squirt the dirt off with a hose.
Now look, here's the before. This is what we started with.
Oh,
And
the after.
this transition.
It's a fabulous thing, just like us.
So
until next time,
I'm Joe Lorario.
I'm Ed Feldman, and remember, home.
Is nice. Did I know you're taking that? Get that.
Yes.
That's got mange.
Yes. Come on.
The rappers, bloopers. I love the little rappers. Fenestration. There he is.
The fenestrate mean?
A window.
It's a window.
Start again. It's gotta be another hand.
I'm not falling over this time.
Oh, you're not.